Have you ever wondered about the safety of the bridges you drive across every day in Greater Richmond?
There are 2,700 of them in our area. 9% are considered structurally deficient. Tonight we go behind the scenes with the people who inspect the bridges. We
zero in on the worst, the oldest, and the ones that are most cracked and crumbling. Rachel DePompa has our investigation. New at 5.
They cross streams, raging rivers, train tracks, major highways. Sometimes they are the only way to get from here to there. The government demands bridge inspections every 2 years. But for those bridges like we found that have peeling paint, rusted bolts, corroded metal, uneven pavement, even cracks, inspections come annually.
A bridge this size could take an entire day or maybe even 2.
We met VDOT at the Hermitage Road Bridge at I-95 in Richmond.
These are called diaphragms in between the beams.
And asked them to show us what they look for.
You can see there's quite a bit of rust or corrosion on those.
Gary Martin is in charge of VDOT's bridge inspecting program.
Maybe even some cracking. You can see there was some initial cracking right here on both sides, so that was an indication, that you were having some corrosion on your rebar.
This is video from VDOT of an actual inspection. Bucket trucks are brought out and lanes are often closed. Inspectors go over nearly every inch of the bridge, and those that aren't quite up to today's standards, that may have crumbling concrete and cracks, are considered structurally deficient.
But it doesn't mean that they're not safe. If there was a safety problem, we would address that immediately.
Many well-known bridges in our region are on VDOT's radar. The Huguenot is easily one of the worst. It's being replaced. The Lombardy Bridge over the railroad is the oldest. It's about to celebrate 110 years in use.
Also on the list, the Genito Road Bridge in Chesterfield.
Built in 1913, the Mayo in Richmond is the oldest bridge spanning the James River.
Richmond is deciding right now whether it's worth it to repair this bridge or just replace it. Even the Nickel Bridge is on the watch list. It just turned 86 years old.
I think we can get it to 100. I think it's got a lot of life.
David Caudell is with the Richmond Metropolitan Authority, which operates the Nickel. He says the bridge had a good inspection last year. The deck you drive on was rehabbed in '93. It was painted and repaired in 2008.
As long as it's being maintained and inspected on a routine basis and you address any issues that come up, the bridge has a longer life.
Till now, there was no way for you to know which bridges in our area are on the watch list. We dug through pages of information on the thousands of bridges in Greater Richmond to find the ones considered structurally deficient. We researched their locations, pinpointed them on a map, even telling you just how old they are. To eventually replace them all would cost the region hundreds of millions of dollars.
Now, in all, we located 63 bridges on VDOT's watch list in Richmond, Henrico, and Chesterfield. To see if you cross over any of these bridges daily, you can log on to NBC12.com and click on My Story. Jean, Sabrina.
Great investigation, Rachel.
Good stuff, Rachel. Thank you.
If you'd like to see the inspection reports for all of the bridges Rachel found on the watch list, well, you're out of luck.
VDOT and then Attorney General Bob McDonnell banned them from the public for security reasons. The documents often contain pictures and expose the weakest parts of the bridges.
Real-time traffic from Richmond's most